This is it. This is the ultimate stretch, the final battle. Hey everyone, it's EvanUn0, and today we are going to be destroying the Eggman Empire in Sonic Forces. Starting off, we have Mortar Canyon back in the Eggman Empire Fortress.
That must have used up a ton of energy. Phantom Ruby should be weaker now. This is our only chance to defeat Infinite.
All ships, provide backup to Sonic and the others. Draw the enemy's attention and shield them from damage.
Now, I know that this is a commonly talked about level in the game. I know a lot of people say that this is like the best modern Sonic one, and I have somewhat conflicting feelings about it. I will admit it's a really cool level. I like the sort of idea of it, just like a huge downhill slope. But it sort of feeds into that stereotype of, Sonic should only be about going fast, which, you know, I don't completely believe in, but I don't know. I don't even know what I wanted to say, really. I just have conflicting feelings about, like, if every level in Forces was like this. Hey! I didn't know you could jump that high.
Sorry, Sonic. We've done all we can. Good luck out there.
You get plenty already. Leave the rest to us.
And again, this is a really big offender of the levels being too short. Like I said earlier, 30 levels, that's okay. As long as the levels themselves were longer, there wouldn't be as nearly a big a problem in my eyes. Then again, that's just me. And all of my opinions are wrong. Anyway, see, we've already beaten Mortar Canyon, and that was me not even trying. And we're easily going to have enough to muster the S rank. Because that's a pretty easy match, but those are some all-right kicks. Clear stage 26. You get a sailor's cap, and a lot of other stuff. Ooh, what are these voice cracks? It's like 7 AM where I am. We didn't get shoes. I don't see any shoes there. Oh, sucks. I thought we would have gotten some. And here we have the next battle against Infinite, the last one, really, which is disappointing.
Pathetic little hedgehog. Even with the Phantom Ruby weakened, I still have enough power to smash you into blue jelly. I'll show you how outclassed you really are.
I'm in a class all my own. Time to put up or shut up, Infinite.
Okay, this boss, I am ultra disappointed in.
What would you like your epitaph to read? How about, here lies the blue buffoon?
Why not, here dozes the masked clown? Might as well make it for the
How
person who needs
how
one,
about
right?
make a boss fight that's not just a reskin of Metal Sonic? That's one of my favorite epitaphs. Put that in my obituary. Dear Sega, Infinite could have been such a cool boss for the finale if you didn't just reskin Metal Sonic, because they legit just did that. But the music here is phenomenal. With the first two versions, they go with Infinite's regular genre of like glitch step, rock, dubstep, and stuff, but I love the orchestral feel to this song. And I do wish that Infinite was the like ultimate final boss, not like a penultimate. Because, like, I don't know, I like the times where it's not Eggman who's the big baddie, because I feel like that's become overdone. I like when there's, like, a greater threat they have to work against. And again, it's the era I grew up in.
The Phantom Ruby's energy is recharged. Perish along with your useless friends.
Ha! Psych, you thought!
My friends got me this far, and together, we're gonna win.
Friends are nothing but a fleeting illusion. You can count on nobody but yourself.
Your mask can't hide how sad and lonely you are. That Phantom Ruby virtual reality of yours is the real illusion.
Like, everything about, like, even that, yeah, that's just Metal Sonic. And like the Metal Sonic boss, this is a tag team stage. It's wonderful. Good job, Sega. I don't mean to shit on them too much, but come on, dude. Also, unlike the Metal Sonic boss battle, you can legit just run out of room in here and then the cubes will kill you. Because that's good level design. And it's like the first infinite boss battle. If you get hit by any of the cubes there, they'll take you to the flip side reality. Here goes, partner! When we join forces, the sky is the limit! And there's that awful model glitch again. Why do they have to make him so big, though? Bonds of friendship. I'm Sonic's friend. Alright, we get the hover wisp there. Weird they could choose the Amy suit. S rank it. Some very anime things right here. I like those snow boots though.
Impossible. I cannot be defeated.
Wrong, loser. The things that can't be defeated are heart, soul, and the bonds of friendship. Three things you and your counterfeit cronies lack.
The problem I have with the message of friendship in this one in specific is that it's so in your face. There are much more subtle ways you can do it than just feeling like, "Ha! You have no friends, that's why you suck!"
You never fail to surprise me, Sonic. I didn't believe Infinite could lose. Victory will be so much sweeter when I defeat you. Don't think this is over yet, you blue nuisance. My plan just went into overtime.
To which Infinite says, "So, this is the thanks I get for working overtime." Overtime?! And now we are on to the Iron Fortress and the last main classic Sonic stage. And, this level, I have choice words for this level. Because...
Phantom Ruby signal is moving underground. Eggman is up to something again.
The doctor hasn't given up. Don't let your guard down yet.
We have to find the entrance to the central tower and stop
I ran into
Eggman.
that. Okay, first problem. Music. I do not like it. It is one of the more examples of them trying to be too Genesis tryhard. This level has a few interesting things to note, though. Like, for example, it just has, like, the... You'll see it when it comes up. This actually reminds me of Scrap Brain Zone, and I feel like we haven't gotten as much Scrap Brain representation. Oh, that's good level design. Okay, so I have actually run into a glitch here. I have gone really fast, and I phased under the ground here, and this in turn let me spiral out into like the bottom of the stage to where I fell for 30 seconds. Also, they have these things for Metallic Madness, but you can gain some wicked air if you know what you're doing. And I just gained that. But yeah, this is where the level gets bad. It's auto-scrolling into Sonic section. Why? For what purpose? Who thought this was okay? I thought we learned our lesson from the Game Gear games. From, like, one of the ones for Sonic 1 on the Game Gear. You don't auto-scroll and Snickers. Also, I feel like these missile launchers are placed really awkwardly. Oh, yeah, this is where classic Sonic's physics really start to feel weird and just jank. Oh! Ooh! No, 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 come on! Oh. Again, this is one of the, like, maybe 2 levels I just don't like. I don't see any redeeming value in it. Again, this is also an example of music is good, like, progression-wise. Instrumentation-wise, it needs so much work. Don't make it sound like the Genesis thing. Take cues from, not even Mania, just, like, Generations' Act 1 music. Okay, so that one isn't going to be a problem. It's not going to follow us. Like, certain other, like, things do, where they're just, like, I don't know what happened there. I felt like it didn't have proper control. But then again, it wouldn't... I'm not trying to make as many like, little jabs at Sonic Team. Did I just call it Sonic Team? Ooh, these things always throw me off guard.
We haven't found an entrance yet.
No luck here either.
All this searching, it's still nothing?
My money's on the area the other Sonic
Ooh.
is searching.
Jump down here, and here, and here. Ooh, ooh. I'm so happy. Ooh, that was close. Yeah, I think it was like up here is where I glitched out and just phased to the other side of the universe. I guess I went too fast. Ooh. Again, why do the speed shoes last 2 seconds? We're gonna need to pick up some speed! Okay. I don't like this little last stretch, because if you're running regularly, you won't be able to do it. So you just gotta... Yeah, there are missiles that launch. And if you're running regularly with that boost pad, you will not get it. You will... I have tested it multiple times. Yeah, screw that one, retry it. Kiss my ass. I'm a little salty, as you can tell. Oh, that's a cool bodysuit. And here we are at the final judgment, the last regular tag team stage. It's like the old days when they had final in the name of the title. Also, this is one of my favorite lines in the game.
Signal is headed for the reactor.
Wait for it.
Have to hurry. The reactor's in the innermost part of the fortress, but the defense system is too tough to break through by normal means.
Good thing we're not normal.
I love that. Just good thing we're not normal. Sonic, I'm all for being individual and stuff, but good thing you're not normal. Really not. Also, most of this level is auto-controlled. It's very terminal velocity.
This is where Eggman built Infinite. It's so sad. What a lonely place to be brought into the
You're
world.
feeling bad for the way Infinite was created? Okay, yeah.
The reactor is close. Hurry!
You're right. Here goes.
I tried to turn there, but I couldn't. But it's okay.
Well, I'll be. They made it. They actually made it.
Could use a little breather right about now. I feel better.
All I have to do here is destroy part of the Phantom Ruby prototypes, and it's one of those things where, depending on what respawn you have, it's piss easy. Also, I'm gonna need those, because... And like that, we are done. Again, we didn't have very long levels.
Pretty thrilling, huh, partner? It's time to head back. Everyone,
Model again's gonna kill me. A good thing this game doesn't have like real world physics, because Sonic and me running through these fires would leave us dead. And it's very hard to judge where the rings are going to be, so you have to ballpark it. Oh, you can't make an epic last jump out. Give me that S rank. Keep cheating me, game. Keep cheating me. You get the Black Knight armor and one guy from Soul Eater. I don't watch anime. What are you talking about? Also, the Red Star rings and more bonus stages. I'm sorry. It's very early where I am. I don't typically wake up this early unless it's for like work or college. I'm a college dropout, by the way. Don't be like me. Yay, extra. I don't care though. Let me make sure I have everything ready though. I want to make sure that I'm well prepared. Yeah, hover, I'm not too big on. Do I want drill is the question. Well, what other abilities would, like, aid me? You know, I'll take the drill. I wanted to finish this off with the drill because I love it so much. Okay, I don't think I want to wear any, like, hats or anything, or, like, anything on my head. I don't like the way that looks. I'm way past cool, apparently. Thanks, Jaleel White. I'm sorry, man. I just love these robot hands too much. I think I'm good to go. Here we are, the final boss versus the final boss from Sonic 2?
We did it! Eggman's army is officially butt-kicked. We won! Come on, now what? Can we ever just win?
I kind of like that line, to be honest.
Look,
The fortress reactor was just
Oh,
a
we've been had. Oh no.
trump card hidden until the end.
Sonic, what's going on? There aren't less enemies, there's more!
what?
How can there be so many? Confirmed sightings indicate Shadow, Metal Sonic, Zavok, Chaos, Infinite. Thousands of them.
What have you done?
I merely incorporated the Phantom Ruby into this Death Egg robot.
But that means the Phantom Ruby no longer has a vulnerable energy supply. It's an invulnerable ruby?
A good deduction, Tails. This Death Egg robot has... No, I have surpassed Infinite to become the complete and ultimate form. You will be crushed by this Death Egg robot powered by the Phantom Ruby, and in the end, everything will still
But why are they calling it the Death Egg robot, though? There's already robots with that sort of name. That's not it. And we're not fighting on the Death Egg either, so it makes even less
Your
sense.
plan will end like all your plans do, with you sitting in a pile of busted robot parts wondering how you failed.
I like the way
so
that line was
badly.
executed by Roger, though. By wondering how you failed so badly. This is one of Roger's best performances. Also, this fight. Regarding the design of this robot, I see a lot of people sort of, like, use this as part of an argument, or, like, support for an argument that originally the Avatar character was going to be Boom Sonic, because this bears a huge resemblance to Lyric, and I can definitely see it. Lyric from Rise of Lyric, of course. And of course, when that game tanked, they were like, oh, we don't want to have Boom Sonic because it could tarnish the reputation of this game. Like, I can see why people would think that, as well as some other evidence, like the grappling hook that the Avatar has,
You'll always
and
be our shiny
things like the
hope.
Lightning Wisp kind of bearing a resemblance to the whip from... the power whip from Boom. I'm blanking. But yeah, this is just a reskin of the Eggman battle from Green Hill. I've also played this boss multiple times on my original file, so I know pretty much all of his moves, but I'm probably still gonna mess up, because that's just the Let's Player's curse and my natural luck. But I will admit, I love this battlefield. This is very good.
Go on, rookie. I know you can do this.
Our fate is in your hands.
What was I saying? The game decided, hey, I'm not giving you the satisfaction of speedrunning this, but I don't want to be here for like 9 minutes like I originally was in this fight. I'm not even kidding you.
Go on, rookie. I know you can do this.
Our fate is in your hands.
But yeah, if you aim for the middle core there, you'll deal a lot more damage than you would by other means. Yes, because... get away. No, I don't like it! But yeah, that's how you're roughly supposed to do it. And I typically have like the Void or the Burst Wisp, so that I can clear off the deathly little edge clones easily. And then I like this sort of. I would be down if the boss fight was more like this, and I have died to that laser numerous times. Okay, just how to let everything run its course. At least it doesn't make it so that if you go there, then you'll inevitably just fall. Oh, he just... Look at them! They're just standing there like, yeah, we expected this to happen. And then the ultimatum, the final boss of Sonic Forces is... the final boss of Colors. Again, I'm not gonna lie, this is getting obscene. I know that, for whatever reason, you like the Wisp final boss in Colors, Sega, but you had so many original ideas in this game, you couldn't think of a new final boss? I will give it massive credit where credit's due. This specific theme is phenomenal. Easily, in my opinion, one of the best sort of Sonic final boss themes. This is, like, the epitome of, like, I'll kind of call it the anime side of Sonic. I'm sorry I went, like, briefly silent there for a second. I just love that guitar. It's so good! The entire part of the song is easily some of the best in the franchise in my eyes. And like seeing them run side by side, all of the characters, the two Sonics and your avatar, I can definitely see like how Boom Sonic would have made more sense contextually. But this one isn't too hard, especially when you get the patterns down. Let's hear it for that guitar! That always happens! Because the controls are weird! I'm sorry if I'm yelling. What I said was that always happens because the controls are weird. They're not as tight as they were in Generations. Why did they go from one Lost World and Lost World to some of the worst control in a 3D Sonic? I thought I was going to have a good run on this, but no, of course I'm not gonna. At least it gives us more of an excuse to listen to that guitar again, because, oh boy. Again, maybe it's just me getting cocky and trying to stunt on him. And again, I'm not really a big fan of the fact that you, like, the key to winning is just, like, spam that homing attack. I'm very sorry if I sort of, like, caught anyone off guard or freaked anyone out. You have every right to be mad at me for that. I just sometimes I get really frustrated because it's not nearly as often as like, of course, Sonic 2006, but then again that's 06. But like when this game kind of pulls its punches like that, it pulls its punches. It's very rare. Hey, at least I have 10 rings over. I thought that would have been the end of me. The death of Sonics and I. A novel written by EvanUn0. Two rings, it's all I need. I'm sorry, man, but this song, and I like this setting, what's more null space, which is, in my book, always good.
Can achieve together. Victory is ours for the taking. Triple boost.
Triple boost! Sonic, you're insane! We've barely been able to perfect a double boost. It's like going Vega 3, and if anyone knows what I'm referencing, I will love you forever. But I doubt it. But it's okay, because I love you. Sonic is epic. Saved the world, got an A rank, surprisingly. And I like that picture of all three of us together. And you get the Void Wisp, which is kind of the most powerful one in a lot of regards. Not as good as, Drill, though. We get the Boom Gloves, and you get Sonic's regular shoes. Now, that actually interests me, because in an interview, back during, like, E3, they said that when you're making the avatar, one of the rules was, you can't look as cool as Sonic. So I'm surprised that we got it. But still very cool. I mean, we have the soap shoes, so... Just all of the metal Sonics is just flying there, hilarious. Also, they said that there were a bunch of infinites. I see no infinites. Just the regular villains.
Right, we won! I knew we'd do it!
Piece of cake.
Yeah!
We did it!
Okay? Yes! Woohoo! We did it! All right!
They're awfully not traumatized by the big war they were in. And I like the... No.
Guess this is goodbye.
Yeah! Stay back in your own dimension! Okay, that's me. I'm sorry.
Yeah!
Cheer up, Tails. I'm sure we'll run into him again.
Don't give them any ideas.
Alright, guys. It's time we cleaned up the mess that Eggman left this world in. And I'm not talking about those illusions he dreamed up for us. We need to fix the real world we all live in.
That's some pretty meta stuff from Sonic.
Let's
It's a good message, but I didn't think it'd get this deep. Like, dang. And so ends Sonic Forces. Also, we have a very Pokemon movie ending theme playing. It's beautiful. It's called The Light of Hope, and it also kind of reminds me of Dear My Friend from Sonic Unleashed. So that was Sonic Forces. What did I think of it? I had a lot of fun with it. Like I said sometimes during the series, it appeals a lot to the sort of things that I like in a Sonic game. It has more of a serious story, even though it did have the cheesiness to it still. That's been very, like, colors onward from that writing team. It definitely could have used some work, but there was something there. I think this is the best written, like, Roger-era game. That's weird to say. Like, the best Roger Craig Smith written game by far, because it's actually trying to have a story. A lot of... Again, like I said during the last boss as I was raging like a bitch, the controls could use a little bit more refinement, especially with, like, reaction times and just, like, some of the stuff they removed from modern Sonic, like, you can't drift, and they chose the double jump over that little push in the air when you, like, try to homing attack and there's nothing that you're locking onto. Again, I want this stage to be sort of a mainstay in Sonic, because this is beautiful. It's, like they said during the game, it's referred to as Metropolis, but I don't know if this is like a reimagining of Metropolis Zone from Sonic 2, or if this is just a new thing altogether. Because I feel like a lot of the places that they have, like, of course, I'm kind of complaining about it too, but when people say, oh, they need to stop bringing Green Hill or Chemical Plant back, I definitely agree with that, and, like, to an extent even the Death Egg, but a part of me also sees it as them, like, trying to build more of a consistent world. And especially also when Espio mentioned that they were engaging enemy forces in Seaside Hill. That's trying to build more of a consistent world with, like, consistently, I'm saying that word a lot, important places. Because how many Sonic games do we have where you're like, oh, we have to go to this super important, integral place, and then it's never brought up again, and some of the places are teetering on the brink of being canon. Like, I completely agree with the argument of we need to stop reusing stages and just have original ideas. But in terms of the world and to an extent story, there is an argument to be made for, like, why places like Green Hill are constantly brought back. Like, mentioned is one thing, but playing through them is another thing, is what I'm trying to say. Right now, yes, there's the boy, Jun Sonoy. I love that he actually did some stuff, and he did a phenomenal job with the Infinite-related guitars. And of course, Tomoyo Otani outdid himself. Even if people say this is one of the weaker soundtracks, I will admit that the synth could have been better utilized. Like, it should be a big lead for all the songs. There are some instances where it's a really, really good added part to the song, but I feel like it shouldn't be the lead, because, like, parts of Arsenal Pyramid and Lost Valley are bordering on... stop. But yeah, I don't know where I'd necessarily rank this. I'd rank it at least, like, mid-tier above, like, an above-average tier, because, like, if we were ranking the Sonic games by tier. Sonic Unleashed would still be number 1 in my eyes. I love Unleashed. Vocals by Amy Hannon. Written by Tomoyo Otani, and English lyrics by Kurt Jessen, arranged by Takahito Eguchi. Oh wow, this was like an actual war site. Look at that scenery. Dang. The English character voices of, yep, Matthew Mercer. That's Espio. Studiopolis. I still think that the fact that the Studiopolis Incorporated was like, hey, yeah, you can totally use Studiopolis Zone Sonic Mania team. Like, that was really nice of them. They could have been like, no, you have to change it, but like, nah, it's a nice little nod he ended up doing, even if it wasn't intentional at first. I also find it interesting, not bad at all, mind you, that they have, like, the more expanded voice cast, because Generations was, like, one of the first games that had more of an international voice cast, not just English and Japanese. And it seems like with this game, at least, they're keeping that trend up, which, you know, is nice. I also like these sort of scenes of going through a lot of the main level areas. And here it is, the fist bump. All alone we will never be. The two of us were holding the key. I like this song. It was definitely off-putting because I've never heard Hoobastank before. So hearing this guy, I heard this guy Douglas is pretty new to the band itself. So, like, it's an acquired taste thing. It's not like guaranteed everyone would like it, like Crush 40. And I really hope that they do cover the song because they would do it even more justice. But I don't know. I like it. It's one of the... I don't know where I'd rank it in terms of openings. I know that Black Knight's Night of the Wind is, like, on top of the list for me. I love Night of the Wind. And Open Your Heart's really good too. Am I with one of the few people who thinks that Open Your Heart is better than Live and Learn? Both songs are phenomenal. All of Crush 40's work is phenomenal, but Open Your Heart resonates with me more because of nostalgic factor, and I think it just sounds better. It is so weird having Atlus's name at the end of a Sonic game. Also, regarding the avatar and the customization parts, the only thing that I would have added was a, like, expansion pack, like the free DLC they had with other Sega franchises. If they added Hatsune Miku, like they added her headphones, or like her tie, or her dress, or whatever, or her boots, or like little arm warmers and stuff. Or even like little hair pigtails. Like, that would have made it perfect for me. I would have put that on my avatar, and I wouldn't have any problem with that. I would be running around with the drill and the Miku outfit, if they had it. It would have been Game of the Year for me. And I know a lot of the people are giving the hate to, like, the fact that this game had 3 level designers, and 2 of them which have never worked on a Sonic game before, and I can see why that's sort of like a big red flag. And it makes me wonder, what are the other team members doing? like, what the people who worked on Colors and Generations, because that was one of the big things from the preview trailer way back when. They said, like, the team that brought you Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations. Like, it's confusing, and it may mean that they're working on something else, which is, like, that I would like to see if they are. Also, I'm a little bit disappointed that when Aaron Weber is in this list, he isn't referred to as Meme Team. That's just a little complaint, though. I love this part of the song, though. Okay, I'll stop. But yeah, Sonic Forces, would I recommend it? Honestly, at least a rental, if you're able to rent games. I have not rented games in a very long time. I don't know the methods for that, like GameFly or whatever. But, definitely give it a rent. I think that people are giving it too much crap for its $40 price point. It's like 3 or 4 hour long campaign. But it's like $40 as opposed to a full $60. And you get free DLC, roughly another few new levels and new playable character for free, as well as a little of the costume add-ons. Like, again, they didn't have to make it $40. They could have made it $50 or even $60, but they made it $40, and I think that's nice. Also, adding on to the fact that Sonic Mania is still $20. I don't know, this is very post-game rambling with EvanUn0, and I really hope you enjoyed this. I was really looking forward to doing a Forces Let's Play. I wanted to enjoy Mania on my own time, and I 100%ed it. And I've even 100%ed my original file of Sonic Forces, but I liked this. This was a good game. I definitely think that Sega could put out even better efforts. Like, I want a project that's as big budgeted as Unleashed or even 06, because that definitely had a big budget, I believe, despite its multiple development problems. But, like, yeah, I really hope that the funds from Mania and Forces will convince them to put more money towards an even bigger project. Because I can tell with a lot of the advertising, they wanted this one in specific to be big. And it's like, it got there, but it didn't have that feeling of like a hyper, ultra, AAA, 80-hour-long game. But then again, Sonic isn't really meant to have that. Just weird little thoughts in my brain. That one brain cell I have. This was also really touching, too.
Finally, an end to this endless battle. Everyone can go back home and relax. There's no need for the resistance.
Does this mean that Silver has to go back to his own timeline?
We're just getting started.
Huh? What, you're leaving us? There are others who need your help. But okay, I'm not gonna stop you.
Man, the first time I saw you stumbling around,
Travis Willingham does a really good Serious Knuckles, which is really reassuring.
I've changed my mind about you.
Hey, thanks, Vector.
Come through, rookie. Well, I guess you're not a rookie anymore.
You did good out there. It's not like you just waited till the last minute to come in and act all cool, saving the day.
Oh my god, was Omega about to scratch her?
Done, and our resistance has come to a conclusion. We'll be friends forever. A single person cannot restore the entire world. We have to work together.
I mean, have you tried telling that to Sonic Team when they try to make Sonic the whole, I can do absolutely everything and I don't need no friends?
Hey, you're taking off too? I was thinking the same thing.
I didn't even say anything.
You gonna keep moving forward? No matter what, yeah? You and I aren't so different. See you later, buddy.
He really is my friend. We all look forward to a new day. That was Sonic Forces, and I really hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. But for now, stay cool, and stay true, and stay blue. The balance of the world has been restored. Even if there is that slight percentage of Eggman there will always be a little bit of him. Anyway, that was it for Sonic Forces, and I'll see y'all later. This is EvanUn0 signing off.